I don't eat lobster. I just feed them and catch them and sell them.
That's your living.
That's right.
Now, what's the legal end of that? Now, when they're shelling, you can't take them anyhow by law.
You can take them.
Oh, you can.
But nobody really wants them because they don't live long. They're not marketable. They don't ship. Matter of fact, like up in Maine, when they catch their shedders, they can't export them. So they have to eat them locally. When you go to Maine, you can get a shedded lobster for short money, $2 a pound, $2.50.
All right.
So they have to be eaten locally. The markets in Boston, what they do is they ship them to overseas and all over the country. They really like the big hard shells, or the hard shells, because they live a long time. They'll live a week out of the water.
Okay, okay.
Shedders, they don't.
A shedder won't. The other lobster eats them.
That's right.
All right. You got some beautiful equipment here too. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it's been a long time. I had a lot of boats. This is the first one I've ever owned too. I actually designed. So it's set up just the way I want it.
You designed this baby right here
I
yourself.
bought the hull as a kit, and then it was like a bathtub with a top, and then we put everything together, put the stringers in, the engine, and just designed it. It's all designed for my size. I mean, I'm 6 feet, so.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just
And you've been doing this since you were 10 years old?
off and on, yeah.
Off and on since you were 10 years old. You've seen a lot of changes in the waters out here, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how's the lobstering compared to what it was 10 years ago?
10 years ago, 1999 was the best year ever. They caught, I think, I'm not sure the number. I think it's about 60 million pounds.
Wow.
And there was a lot of guys doing it. There was a lot of traps out. The last 10 years, it's slowed way down. I think it's about a third of that now. But there's about a third of the lobstering, which is good. There's not as much pressure.
Right, right. So it keeps it steady.
Right, right.
Now, what's this I hear about this moratorium that's coming in? Now, they're trying to stop lobstering totally for 5 years?
That's the word. And I'm not sure how that's going to pan out. We're not going down without a fight.
No. No, because that affects a lot of people. A lot of people. And there's probably not even a need for it if it's controlled a little bit.
I mean, that's bad science. Matter of fact, if they took all the lobster pots and lobstermen out of the water, the lobsters would have nothing to eat because we feed them, we house them, let the juveniles go, let the females go. And they've done studies in Maine where they've taken lobster pots out of good, hot spot areas, and they've done studies and found that the lobsters moved to another place. They moved to where there was traps because we farmed them. People don't understand that. They think we were just taking them off.
Well, that's just it. People don't understand. You're on a farm. You're not only taking them from the sea, but you're feeding them. And it's actually good for the department.
Yeah. And the scientists want us out of the ocean. The federal government doesn't want anyone out here anymore and blames it on us. And the reason, there's several reasons. They're saying global warming, the ocean temperature has risen, blah, 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 blah. But the actuality, it's pollution. That's I know it's pollution. We have all these sewage treatment plants in Buzzards Bay and whatnot, and all the shit in the water, empty water, plastic water bottles breaking down oil products. There's a lot to it.
There's a lot to it.
A lot to it, and the science hasn't proven anything. So their reaction is to stop us fishing. That doesn't make any sense.
It's almost like stick it in a corner, it'll go away. It don't work like that.
I mean, if we took 5 years off and I came back out here, there would be no lobsters. There would be none.
Nobody's feeding them.
Nobody's feeding them.
They're not being farmed.
Pretty sad. I just found out about this on Friday. It's just setting in now. Terrible.
Yeah, they really, really, really need to do some thinking before they make decisions on stopping lobster and put this moratorium in. Because to me it makes no sense. And we're going to get into that a little bit deeper. But, and I've got a question. I live over next to the lobster hatchery over there in Oak Bluffs. Why isn't that thing up and running? If this is a big problem and they're having problems with lobster.
I know that's a good intention, but in my opinion, 1% of the lobsters
If it's done correct.
Right, but they let them go at juvenile age 6 months, and they're 2 or 3 inches long. It's
Tiny.
perfect lobster, perfect bait. The only way to really do a hatchery is let them get to an age where they have a chance to survive.
Right.
Because those eggs don't last long. They don't last long. That's, I mean, it's a good idea.
It's bass bait.
It's whatever it is.
All right, see what we did here in the back is the captain dropped the tailgate in the back of this boat. We're gonna swing around, and in the distance back there, I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's a buoy. That's one of the traps. We're gonna get back there and pull that baby up. So captain's gonna swing around. We're gonna hook into that trap. I can see it bobbing back there, but very pretty.
Down 5 days.
Very pretty out here. Huh?
Stuff's been down 5 days.
5 days. This trap's been down here 5 days.
5 days soaked.
5 days soaked. And there's a trap right over here. We're getting ready to pull.
Someone's got my flyer, dude.
He's hooking onto it. Hooked onto the buoy.
Oh, look at it. See the legs?
Now, this trap's been down there 5 days.
Somebody ran this buoy over south, so it spun around. You can see the propeller. Assholes out here don't know what they're doing. Should be out there running stuff
Propeller
over.
hit it. Yep. So up comes the trap. And this thing's been down for 5 days.
See that? Okay. I'll show you what not. Give me a neck, Tony. Nice shot, nice,
A
huh?
lot of work.
Like that. Here's some
Look.
tackle I was telling you.
There's, oh, yeah.
Dangerous.
Boy, what a mess that makes.
What that happens, it sticks in your leg.
Yep. Here comes the trap.
It's not coming.
Yeah,
Here
these
comes the
fishermen
rain.
get out here and they're
Spotted.
trolling.
I spotted that on the radar.
Fishermen get out here and they're trolling, and their tackle gets all wound up on the ropes of these lobster traps.
Oh, you
Makes an
got it?
awful mess, especially if these guys are out here pulling them by hand. You can get caught, you get hooks all over, the hooks fly all over the place.
I gotta get in there, guys.
Here
You
comes
gotta
that
grab
rain.
some rain gear.
Okay, gotta get some rain gear. It started pouring out here. Captain seen it on the radar over there when we were pulling into this, and it is pouring out. So we had to stop for a minute, get the rain gear on. Guys say, you know, rain, sleet, whatever. They're out here doing it. So, but they got the gear for it. They're all geared up. Now here comes the trap. The trap's back here, coming up. And here comes the trap. How do we do, Cap? We gotta measure them off. Now, what are you measuring, Cap?
Back of the carp. 3 1/4, 3 3/8. That's too small.
They're too small. They go back.
That's a nice one there. Nice male.
Oh yeah, there's a keeper.
Picking for eggs. No eggs on this one.
Too short. And back it goes. There's one trap. And here comes another.
You guys bring me some good luck today?
Oh yeah, that's what it's all about. Look at these guys in the trap. Can you see them in there jumping around? This is awesome. That was a conch shell?
Yeah.